This is classic Italian Veal Osso Buco, and once you know the braising technique, it's almost impossible to mess up. I'm Lisa from Garlic Zest. Let's make tender, restaurant-worthy veal shanks. We're going to start with a flour dredge. So we're mixing flour, a little kosher salt, and black pepper. I like to do this in a wide, shallow bowl to make it easier to dredge the meat. So we're going to start with some veal shanks. They're about an inch thick, and you want them cross-cut like this so that you've got the marrow bone. Make sure the meat is dry before you start to dredge, and then just use your fingers to rub and pat the flour into the meat. Heat a large Dutch oven over medium-high heat, and when it's hot, add some oil. I used olive oil. And then we just put the meat into the Dutch oven. And it's going to start searing and browning, but you don't want to fiddle with it. Let it go for 4 or 5 minutes before you flip it over. And what this is going to do is develop a beautiful crust and give it a little bit of browning. And you're going to want to cook it for another 4 or 5 minutes on the other side. And this is going to start developing the flavor. We've got a nice little crust. Just remove the veal shanks to a platter and set it aside. Now for the sofrito. We're mixing onions, celery, and carrots. And I add leeks because I love the sweetness that they bring. And we're just going to sweat these vegetables in a little more olive oil and scrape the bottom of the pan. We want to get up those brown bits. Now I just added some garlic, and I just want that to bloom for maybe a minute before I add the tomato paste and a little bit of fresh thyme. This is going to give a really lovely flavor and color to our veal shanks. So then I'm deglazing the pot with white wine, and you want a drinkable dry white wine. It's probably the one that you're going to serve this meal with later. My secret ingredient is anchovies, and I know what you're thinking, it's fishy, but it's really not. This adds a salty umami depth to the sauce, and it actually dissolves right into it, so you'll never know it's there. We add some beef broth and a bay leaf, and then you put the veal shanks right back into it. This is known as braising, and I'm going to stick the whole pot into the oven covered, and we're going to let it cook for about 2 hours, and the meat is going to become meltingly tender, fork tender, and it's going to be delicious. While that's cooking, we're going to make a gremolata, and this is the garnish for a classic osso buco. So we're starting with some fresh lemon zest. I recommend using a microplane to do this so you don't get any of the bitter white pith. And then we add fresh parsley and a little bit of garlic. If you're feeling adventurous, you could also chop up some more anchovy for a little more salinity. And that's it. Set this aside. Once the veal is done, you'll want to skim off any excess fat that's risen to the top and garnish with your gremolata. This is a beautiful Italian dish, so homey and really delicious over polenta or risotto or mashed potatoes for that matter. This is classic Italian comfort food at its best. It's rich, satisfying, and perfect for sharing. I'm Lisa from Garlic Zest, where I share approachable, restaurant-worthy recipes for your family table. If you enjoyed this, give it a like and follow for more.